Hello again. My name is Mia Bolton, and I am in Miss Professor Melissa Grissom class, um, dealing with ELL learning kids. And for our assignment for topic 6, it's talking about home and connections. And what is the hook of it? It's making sure that students are in a safe environment for them to learn in the classroom. Where's the intro? Intro again, home and school connections. So the first point I'm going to talk about is cultural responsible teaching. And one of the things cultural influence means it shapes the student's communication style, learning style, and also share their values and beliefs and practices in their culture. What is cultural competence and its role in instruction of ES, early learning students? It helps learners to engage in intercultural communication, adjusting their language use um, in different cultural contexts. The next one is how can English language um, students' cultural values and their beliefs can be interrogated appropriately in the context of teaching and learning. And what that is students' cultural backgrounds as is the main part of learning by connecting their curriculum to their experience, um, having families come and share their tradition, um, which that's a very good thing to do. It is to do because I know a parent came to a classroom that I worked in talking about how they celebrate Christmas, and she told us their tradition, their background, how they do it, and their beliefs. And she also brought food for us to try, and that's what they do every Christmas during that time. Um, Next one is what's the role of the cultural in students' learning? Basic is shape their thinking process, their communication styles, being social with their peers. Um, Teachers building a relationship with the students, getting to know them, getting to know their parents. That's what it means. Is showing communication with them. The next one is how do schools and classrooms environment influence language and what steps necessary to create an inclusive environment. And what that is by building a safe, peaceful space for students and functioning in their learning. The next one is what are some strategies for supporting and celebrate cultural diversity in instructions? Um, Using curriculum, materials about their background, their culture. For example, like books, music, um, cultural backgrounds in their lessons, watch videos. Um, Another one is connecting parents regularly, like inviting, to share their experiences, their beliefs, again, about their culture. The next one is what are some strategies for leveraging homes and cultural assets? And one is have students to share their experience, like storytelling, uh, doing artwork, or in songs. You know, working with parents with families with topics and ideas that are very important to the child to involve in the curriculum. So that's a good thing also too, to get them to know, connecting their beliefs, their culture. Um, the next one is, what are some strategies to responsive to the direct strength, needs, and identities of all EL students, including special need kids, who are opportunities and approaching to meet the social and emotional needs of ELs. One is adapting lessons for the students who have special needs to meet their individual needs. Another thing too, their IEPs was individual education pro, program is for them to know what goals they are trying to reach and to accomplish. And with special need, a student has to have an IEP goal in order to learn and to reach that goal. Yeah. Um, take time to learn strengths and talents for the students. You know where their strengths are, where their talents. You know what is the importance of understanding social, emotional, and cultural needs of students when establishing classroom routine and procedures. Again, it's always building a safe environment for the kids who are EL learners who have different cultures, so they could be safe and be comfortable, and they could learn frequently. Not to be distractive or being nervous. You know, showing focus of their learning goals. You know, so that's one of the things. Is basically safe environment in the classroom. Um, and that's point two of those questions. The last one is home and school connections. How might families and communities practice, funds of knowledge? Well, basically, they lessons connecting to the students' lives from their experience in their culture. Students could share their culture to other students, getting to know the students, get to know their beliefs and their culture. The last one is, what are some strategies to build and foster strong family community, and it's basically share updates, positive feedback, open communication, text messages, email, you know, get connecting to them. What are the effective family engagement practice that support highlights the needs? Basically, a two-way communication with the parents and the teachers, getting to know what's going on, sending notes to them about what's happening in the classroom or any activities, and then what are some of the inclusive communities, engagements, and practice? It's based in building a relationship again with each other. Again, a safe environment. This is what they, basically for the kids and the families, is a safe environment for them to be comfortable with. And that is it. My conclusion is every family has a voice. You know, their kids are important in education, and they concerned about their learning skills, their learning goals. So that is what makes the kids to be great learners, is have parents to come and speak up for them, because parents are the first ones that has the right for their kids to have learning education. And that's it. Have a good day.